see you pulling with from me. I see you pulling with from me.
I'm trying to find who I'm meant to be.
You look right through me.
I can't see past you.
You
Never changed. I can't seem to take a steady step.
How can you walk away?
It's like you're breathing down my
Just won't hold you again.
I'm so
Please come back to me.
just leave me.
Don't go away. You never listen to me.
You haunt me.
I am the hollow man that walks around you. I am the ghost of who I used to be. I've hit the wall and feel as if I'm passing through.
You haunt me.
I am a poltergeist when I'm around you. I am the shadow of the man before. You've built a wall and now I can't break through to you.
You haunt me. I thought a year was long enough, but they can see right through my blood. If time can't heal me, you left but you won't leave me.
I can't
Please
go
go away.
I saw you there with someone else.
I tried to move on from you.
I threw your books off the shelf.
You scared another one away.
Why do you hurt me so? Why
won't you let me go?
Stop running from the truth.
You haunt me.
I am the hollow man that walks around you. I am the ghost of who I used to be. I hit the wall and feel as if I'm passing through.
You haunt me.
I am a poltergeist when I'm around you. I am the shadow of the man before. You've built a wall and now I can't break through to you. Our love was a beautiful mess.
Kill
The man I once knew is standing beside you. Why can't you see? I am the hollow man that walks around you. I am the ghost of who I used to be. I've hit the wall and feel as if I'm passing through.
You haunt me.
I am a poltergeist when I'm around you. I am the shadow of the man before. You built a wall and now I can't break through to you.
for right now.
All right, they should be able to hear us now. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I see the messages coming up.
Okay, yeah. Cool. And oops. Here we are. There we go.
Ta-da!
And they can see us now. Hello. Yes, the song had ended. Sorry. We are here. And there are all kinds of
And
people
we are not
here.
Dennis Quaid.
No.
No,
Nope.
but we are.
Neither of us are.
Sorry.
And I'm blonde.
Yeah.
Look.
Just in
All
time
right.
for spring. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Nymeria, are you really like still doing that? She was growling at something outside. Not quite sure what it was, but yeah. Let's first of all welcome. My name is Aubryn. This is my weekly web concert, which I've been doing for about 8.5 years now. My guest for this
amazing.
week is Mr. You know what? I should have asked you before we even started how you pronounce your last name.
Oh, that's you know what, I get that all the time. It's Acort.
Acort. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it was a court or a court.
Yeah.
Mr. Charlie Acort.
Ta-da!
Kind of like acorn, but court
But-
instead of corn.
Right. Like
Less
a court of
corny.
law.
Less corny.
Way less corny. Well, I don't know. If you've hung out in some of my streams, I get pretty corny sometimes.
Well, that's the fun of it, though, right?
Well,
Yeah.
you kind of get away with it, I suppose.
I
It's
mean,
nice.
you know. Okay. So, let us know how the balance is if one of us is louder than the other. What the Nymeria, this dog, she you can
She
ask
wants to
Charlie.
be heard.
She really wants to be heard. I'm going to close this down a little bit more so you can't even see underneath it at all. That's the opposite effect of what I wanted. Come on, go. Get out of here.
Total opposite effect.
I can't close it. It's like just coming up instead of going down. Okay, come on.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has all been pre-rehearsed. This is going exactly like the way we had planned.
Exactly as planned. The dog's mic is too low.
That's
All
right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna say hello to a bunch of people really quick. I see Alice and Trevor. Half-hearted. Hey, Chris. Poop shooter. Urban Combat Fitness. We got Lee Temper. Hey, how you doing? Nutmeg. Ask Nana. Ace of Hearts. Hey, Kelsey. Explosive Brains. That's great. Great username.
I love that name.
Right? 17 Hector 73. What's up, Hector? Muppets! How are you? Urban Combat Fitness. Cool. What's
is awesome.
up, you guys? And yeah, if I missed anybody, just yell at me. You have my permission. Nicole! Coleslaw Nicole. How you doing? I'm super excited. And I'm also...
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you for
over
joining me.
tonight.
I can't wait to start. I'm gonna have a drink after I play. I'm gonna start it off with an original song because we are going to play only original songs for at least the first hour and a half. We do have a little mini Q&A section in the middle, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them now, and maybe Trevor will compile them for halftime. But I
Wait,
usually
is there a
have
halftime show? Is
Well-
Beyonce doing the halftime show?
You wish. We're doing the halftime show.
Oh, that's pretty cool too.
I know, right?
Pepsi's going to pay us $50 million. Do our own halftime show.
Right. I could see that, Explosive Brains. You can't hide in chat unless you don't speak. Pro lurker, I like it. Extra lemons. What's going on?
Yo, Lemons.
Nikki, hello. Yes, I am blonde. I am much more blonde than I was yesterday. All right, this song. I'm gonna start with Nothing Civil. It's the title track to my first album. Baby's got a badge of honor. Sorry, I just got distracted. Thank you so much, Extra Lemons, for subscribing. Or was that a gifted sub? I can't tell. Hold on. Let me look. Yes, subscribe with Prime. Thank you for the Prime sub.
Wicked.
Baby's got a badge of honor right across her pretty cheek. Baby got it from her lover. The drink it made him weak. Then he kisses her and leaves his poison lingering upon her lips. It makes her leaving legs go frozen all the way up to her hips. And I wake up in the morning with an echo voice in the wind, going about their business, 'cause it's not their battle to end. 'Cause there ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Broken bottles on the kitchen floor, and fighting and fighting and fighting only makes it worse. 'Cause the talking turns to screaming when their ears are closed. They'll go blind before they'll ever see the truth unfold. And sooner or later, they're gonna need us. 'Cause there ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Trevor, I answered you earlier. I thought you were responding to me mentioning it the first time, and then you said show off your new do, and I went like that. Ooh, the neighbors hear the chatter shatter, but they don't want to get involved. They don't think it really matters till the police have been called, and they wake up in the morning with an echoed voice in the wind, begging for mercy as the day brings battle again. 'Cause there ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Broken bottles on the kitchen floor, and fighting and fighting and fighting only makes it worse. 'Cause the talking turns to screaming when their ears are closed. They go blind before they'll ever see the truth unfold. And sooner or later, they're gonna need us. 'Cause there ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Silence falls like a flag on the ground as they carry her body through that quiet town. 'Cause there ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Broken bottles on the kitchen floor, and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. 'Cause the talking turns to screaming when their ears are closed. They go blind before they'll ever see the truth unfold. And sooner or later, they're gonna need us. 'Cause there ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Ain't nothing civil about a civil war. Ain't nothing civil about a civil war.
Whoa, that is deadly.
Thank you.
And that was on your debut album?
Yeah.
Hot
title track.
damn.
Yep.
Hot damn.
2015.
Was it 2015?
Extra lemons. Thank you for the gift subs. My goodness gracious.
Lemons isn't messing around.
Lemons is not messing around.
No.
My goodness.
It's awesome.
Filling up the screen with emotes too right now.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Cannot even see us. And now they can see us again.
That's right. It was probably better before.
Without being able to see us. Oh my.
Right.
Urban Combat Fitness now just gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much. My.
That's
wow.
amazing, you guys.
Y'all freaking rock. This is awesome. Okay.
And Taylor's, yeah, but I kind of want to see Audrey though.
I know. I should probably make it so that it doesn't completely cover us.
Just the top half. If that's how you
Just
have, if you've
the
got
head.
it stacked, just the head. Just
I mean, I can actually go and do that while you're doing your song. I can edit it so that it's not quite so.
Right, exactly. It's funny when Charlie sings, the emotes just come out of his face.
I do want to mention that we do have a tip jar on. It's Auburn. There we go. auburnmusic.com/tip, or if you just put !tip in the chat on Twitch, it'll pull it up for you. That one, that tip jar, Charlie and I will be splitting. I will be giving Charlie a portion of the tips from that particular tip jar. Anything that goes to my PayPal or Venmo will also partially get over to Charlie as well. So now you know that, Charlie.
It's funny, we hadn't really even discussed it. It was just like, hey, do you want to do this? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to do it as soon as I can. So here we are. This is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of familiar names in chat that I recognize that always come by my streams, and it's nice to see them here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of names here that are new to me too, so it's nice to meet your community and get a chance to share some songs with everybody.
Yes. I'm super excited.
So I guess I'll rip into a little tune here.
Yeah,
I like that you kind of you went like right back to the beginning. So I might do something similar. Except my debut album came out in 2002.
Oh.
And so I noticed that no one has talked about how nice my hair looks, because I changed the color of my hair, but it took me 20 years to do it. So way to go, guys! Make me feel really good about myself.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It's fine. It's fine.
Actually,
I'm gonna
Lemon's
sing a
literally
song
just
anyway.
called you cute. Alice, thank you so much for your tip. We're already all right.
This is a tune off. Like I said, this is from my debut album. This came out in 2002. The album's called "Color Me Gone," and this is a song called "Alone."
Did I mention Charlie's from Canada?
Eh?
It came out.
Right? When I say "oot,"
There's like a few key words that's like oh Canadian.
oh, got it, gotcha. I caught that one. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes my Canadiana betrays me, you know. And I've been on the hurting end of a heartache that never mends. And as the cold rain hits me like a midnight fire, Lord, I'm trying to get through to you, but you're not home, and I'm alone. And I'm so tired of never ever having anybody who wants to call my name. And I'm tired of always feeling the same thing over and over again. Since you're gone, and I'm alone. And did I make a mistake? Do you know how I ache? Did I read you wrong? And every time that I try, I realize I just do not want to be alone. All alone. And two hearts been led astray, but live to love another day. And you said to forget what we had, 'cause blues ain't nothing but a good love gone bad. Oh, ain't that sad? And I'm alone. And I can't deal without you. I wanna know everything about you. And I don't know what's real. I'm not part of the deal. I don't know why I love you so. I just don't wanna be alone anymore. And did I make a mistake? Do you know how I ache? And did I read you wrong? And every time that I try, I realize I just do not want to be alone. All alone. Yeah. And did I make a mistake? Do you know how I ache? And did I read you wrong? And every time that I try, I realize I just do not want to be. I just do not want to be. I just do not want to be all alone. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be, don't want to be, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be, don't want to be, don't want to be alone, alone. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, please, and thank you. Oof,
Yeah.
jamming out. Awesome.
Yeah, that was a nice. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed being able to play that here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Whoa, hold on. Did we just... Hey, Big Skinny Music just hosted the stream. Thank you for the host. Raid. Thank you for the raid. My goodness. We are getting raided. Hello.
Jared Bear is here. Fen is here. Mups is here.
Hey,
Nice.
welcome.
That's awesome.
How are you guys? Welcome. My name is Aubryn. This is my weekly web concert. We've got Charlie Acorn.
That's me.
Hey, that's you.
Right.
And if I point this way, I'm pointing to you on the screen.
Right. Okay. So not up, like when you're.
No. Nope. That way.
Okay.
You're
that
that
way.
way.
I'm okay.
You're right there.
Great. Who's on first?
Huh? What?
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 Are you going through a tunnel right now? I think I'm losing you.
I think, wait, Wait, are you really? Does it sound weird to you? Or?
No.
Okay.
I'm messing with
Hold on,
you.
wait a minute. I'm like, are you messing with me? Are you messing
Totally messing with you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Multiple recommendations led to this raid. That's awesome. Well, then welcome everybody. We're playing original music taking turns. I'm singing harmony when I hear it and feel it. Jerry Haynes, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I hope your stream was awesome, Big Skinny Music. And thank you again for bringing your people over. I'm going to get ready to
I love that name.
Yeah, right? Yeah, awesome. Urban Combat Fitness, thank you for subscribing. Hector, thank you for tipping. Nikki, thank you for tipping. My goodness, so many thank yous already. Y'all are wonderful. Hi, Rachel. Okay. All right. So you got a little bluesy there. So I'm feeling...
Oh, you're feeling drop D right out of the gate. I love that.
Yeah, autocorrect hates my name. It's fine. Hey, Willie! I'm gonna have to make sure that I give you a follow as well. Let me not forget that. Thank you for the raid. I cannot forget to follow you. Did we give a shout out? We must have. Trevor must have. Yes, of course he did. Of course he did. He's good like that. Okay. All right. There you are. Okay. Following since 4 hours ago. Sweet. That's not me following you though. Hold on. I gotta do the thing.
All the things.
There we go. I gotta press that follow button. Everybody else, go follow Big Skinny Music as well as Charlie over here, my guest.
Right.
We have a command for you now, Charlie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I put it in the title. So exclamation point, Charlie plays guitars.
Not Charlie bit your finger. It's a completely different command.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different. We need to have that, by the way. If we don't already, we don't.
Right.
Bit my finger, Charlie.
And it's
really
hurting.
hurt.
It really hurt.
Still one of the cutest, funniest videos. Okay.
So what's this one about? What's this one you're gonna do?
This is one of the few songs actually inspired by true events that happened in my life.
Uh-huh.
It's called Gone.
Love it.
Hey. Yes, every time you tip, someone gets a little better at the guitar. I didn't say who is going to get better at the guitar, but somebody in the world. Maybe possibly correlated with your tipping, maybe not.
I say we find the big spenders and see what happens.
Right? Another runaway, couldn't keep him round. He didn't want to stay, wouldn't be my rebound. Oh, didn't want to leave me home, but I'm too far gone. He's been down this road, heard it from a friend. He already knows, headed for a dead end. Oh, he didn't want to leave me home, but I'm too far gone. High and dry, low and lonely. Gone, fading out of sight. Gone, I'm a full-grown woman crying like a baby. Gone, 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 gone. Guess I should be thankful didn't go on longer. I feel like a damn fool, 'cause I should've known better. Oh, he didn't want to leave me on, but I'm too far gone. High and dry, low and lonely. Gone, fading out of sight. Gone, I'm a
Man, these are some killer tunes.
Thank you.
I gotta admit, I feel a little shortchanged that I can't jam on your stuff.
I know. I want you to
man, oh
so
man.
bad.
It's like
we're gonna figure out a way eventually. Like there is a way.
I know.
But, yeah.
Man, that is a deadly great song.
Thank you.
Well, how do you pick your key? Like, how do you figure which key that you?
It depends on the song. I mean, it really depends on like where I'm singing it and how it feels in my voice and how like the tone that I kind of want to sound in that particular style of song. Like there are certain songs where I'm like way up high and ethereal and stuff, and usually I'm fiddling around with, going up higher to see, because I've gotten to know my voice and my range and stuff and like where certain things sound good.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if I'm singing like a cover song, for example, for like Alison Krauss or Evanescence, I'm usually bringing it up like either a full step or a half a step. Sometimes a step and a half from them, because where they sound that nice, pure, beautiful tone, it sounds lower in my voice.
For your register.
Yeah, and so
Right.
I have to bring it up in order to get into that same type of headspace. And sound. Yeah, and tone. Yeah.
Listen, I don't even know why I'm here. I just want to hear you sing.
Well, you'll get to do that, and I'll get to hear you sing too. So
Sure.
I'm
All right,
excited to
okay.
hang out with you tonight. This is
All right,
already
fair enough.
super fun.
This is really fun. All right. Well, listen, you're drop D'ing. I'm going to drop D it.
He's dropping something.
Right?
Did you hear that?
Was that?
said, did you
was
hear
that
it?
Was that the pup in the background dropping
No, it
something?
was my fiance.
Oh. This is a as yet unreleased song, although it's been in my back pocket for years.
Hey,
I'm
Charlie,
sure you-
really quick.
Yeah?
Is there any way that you can turn down just a touch? I can turn you back up here, but it sounds like you might be peaking a touch,
Oh, sure.
especially on some of the louder notes and stuff. But I just wanted
Okay. Let's try that.
Okay. Cool.
That's good. I'm glad you let me know that, because I don't want to get
Yeah.
don't want to get to the end of the stream and then you're like, oh, by the way,
Yeah. This whole time,
this whole time
I
was
didn't
like,
tell you or anything.
I meant to tell you, you got broccoli sticking out of your mouth this whole time. I get it. It's fine. So yeah, you probably have songs like this where you've got songs that you've had to a point where you felt like they were finished, but for whatever reason maybe they don't see as much of the light of day as some of your other tunes. Mm-hmm. And so this one for me is one of those songs. This is called "Home Is Just a House Now."
Ooh, I like the title.
I was just a boy when my family left town. No work meant no money, meant no home could be found. And I watched my mama break down and cry. I turned to my father, the same tears in his eyes. He said, boy, we need to talk, for I'm not feeling proud. I've gone and lost my job, and we have to move out. Well, I couldn't understand why we had to leave, and my daddy tried to tell me with his heart on his sleeve. He said, home is just just a house now. I've done the best that I could, but I know I've let you down. There will come a time when you will understand, but for now, son, I'm sorry. Home is just a house now. We boarded up the windows and locked up the doors and packed up everything we had in the back of our Ford. And as we drove away, I hid my hurt inside. The words that my daddy said still ringing in my mind. When he said, home is just a house now. I've done the best that I could, but I know I've let you down. There will come a time when you will understand, but for now, son, I'm sorry. Home is just a house now. Oh, the more we moved around, oh, the more we moved apart. But that old house where I grew up, it never left my heart. And now I'm a married man with a family of my own, a wife that I would die for, and kids that I adore. And I've come to understand what my folks went through, 'cause now I've gone full circle, standing in my father's shoes, saying home is just a house now. I've done the best that I could, but I let my family down. There will come a time when you will understand, but for now, son, I'm sorry. Home is just a house now.
Dang, that's a good song.
Hey, thank you. I'm so glad that you picked up the Mando.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh, this song needs a little bit of Mando. Also, pencils.
Pencils?
Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Good to see you here. Hope your stream was awesome.
Hey, pal, how you doing?
Yeah. How are ya? Crayons. And thank you for the follow. I cannot even begin. If I tried to say your username, I think I might summon a demon.
Who are we talking about? Fenris?
No. SZARYCZARODZIEJ.
What the hell did you just call me? What? That's a mouthful.
It sounds, maybe it might be Czech. Polish.
Oh yeah, maybe. It's
Polish. See? Yeah. Sorry about the demon comment. I didn't mean that.
Well, welcome everybody. It's nice to see everyone hanging out.
Yes. We're playing original music for at least another 50 minutes, if not, longer, if we're feeling like it. And if y'all are feeling it too, yelling for encore and whatnot. Yes, let's offend all of Poland today. But no, please, if you could tell me how to pronounce it, that would be very helpful, and I will do my very, very best. I'm usually decent at.
Usually. The rumor is.
Compliments are here.
Yo!
Yo.
Greg and Alicia, that's awesome.
Hello. Y'all are wonderful and beautiful and awesome. And I should play a song, shouldn't I? I should.
Suppose,
That's
yeah.
what we're here for. We're playing music.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh.
Man, I'm still reeling over that last song of yours. That's gorgeous. That on Gone, that's
Yeah.
a gorgeous tune.
Thank you. Make sure I'm not in drop D anymore, because this song's not in it. I saw your request, Kelsey. I'm gonna do that one, but I'm gonna do that one next, as my next song. Because I really wanted to play this one today, because Charlie was just talking about songs that he hadn't really played much, and this one I feel like I should probably play it more, but like for some reason it doesn't always pop into my brain, and yeah. So this is called Climb That Mountain. Too many bills and not enough money. Too much work and not enough time. Too many bees and not enough honey. That don't keep me from trying. I lay down when I get tired. Find a place to rest my feet. When it's time to light that fire, strike a match, feel the heat. How am I gonna climb that mountain? Step by step by step. It's right there if I want it, but I'm never gonna get there if I think it's out of reach. Gotta start somewhere. I feel better when I get there. Sometimes I feel like giving up. There's a river out there somewhere, waiting for me to come and fill my empty cup. How am I gonna climb that mountain? Step by step by step. It's right there if I want it, but I'm never gonna get there if I think it's out of reach. Gotta start somewhere. Bite. Can't learn a language in one night. Everything we're doing takes time. How am I gonna climb that mountain? Step by step by step. It's right there if I want it. Out of reach. No, I'm never gonna get there if I think it's out of reach. Gotta start somewhere. Ooh, gotta start somewhere.
Man. It's like the hits keep coming. I mean, I assume that that's, you know, maybe that I don't know if that's like proximity to growing up near Nashville and you know, just soaking in the songwriter waters, in there, but man, oh man, like everything you have just sung tonight has just been, okay, when's the single coming out?
Thank you.
But that, you say that that's a song that's not, you don't do that very often?
No, I mean, there was a time, like, shortly after I wrote it that I played it a bunch, and I guess, you know, yeah.
Sure, you move on to the next melody.
Right. But it's good to have songs like that to go back to sometimes because, like, especially if you, like, haven't written a song in a little bit and you're already sick of the ones that you just wrote, it's good to have some to go back to and, like, I can play this one, too. Remember this one? Remember this one? And, like, if you haven't played it in a while, too, sometimes the people who are watching. I saw Trevor yelled Shatner. So, sometimes the people who are watching, who watch you regularly, they hear all of these songs all the time. So if there's a song that you don't play all that often, you pull it out and they're like, oh my goodness.
That's really good. Is there anything that you do that isn't that great? Because, I mean,
I cannot
so far
juggle.
you're batting 1,000. No, you can't juggle. Okay.
Juggle, no.
Okay, well, I can't juggle either. So now I feel like we're on equal.
Perfect. See, there we go.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, I see it. I see how this is. This next song I'd like to sing for you has got a little quick little story. Is it okay if I tell the story about the song?
Absolutely, please do.
Okay, I just need 17 minutes to set it up. No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Pencil says we have to do a juggling contest now.
Oh, great. So in my neck of the woods, there's a festival called the Stan Rogers Folk Festival, and
Stan Rogers.
See, you know when
I do.
Yeah, see, I knew
do.
you were good. I knew you were good people.
I know because of a friend of mine who is also another Canadian. Who was the first person to turn me on. He turned me on to Stan Rogers. He asked me to learn Flowers of Bermuda.
Oh wow!
And then I looked him up a little bit more, and I'm like, wait a minute. He died on an airplane on the way back from Kerrville, which
got it.
I've been a new folk finalist in the Kerrville Folk Festival twice now.
Nice, yeah.
So,
yeah,
anyways.
there's a very synergistic relationship between our neck of the woods and Kerrville. A lot of us from here have come down to perform at Big Folk and Little Folk over the years, and you know, we think a lot of Kerrville, and so at the Stan Rogers Folk Festival, it was actually that year in particular. It was one of those sort of reciprocal years where, after having brought artists down to there, it was wanting to bring artists that have done Kerrville up to Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
And so this was very early on in my career, and we were all hanging out, a bunch of us, the week leading up to the festival, all the songwriters, and we were just hanging out and doing kind of like exercises and like different ways of coming up with melodies and things like that. And Chuck Brodsky and Alan Rohde, who are, I don't know how familiar you are with either of those names, but big Americana legends. Chuck Brodsky, I think, hit kind of fame with his song "Radio" as the title song for the movie Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr. However many years ago, and Alan Rohde was there, and it was a really cool experience. And so the idea was that one morning we were all sitting around the table after breakfast, and we each had to write down a potential song title, and we threw it into a hat. And whichever song title you picked, you went off with a writing partner and you wrote a song. And the idea was to try to get as much of the song done that day, because you were going to turn around and perform it to the entire town that evening before this little town of like 1,200 people opened up to 20,000 people for the Stan Rogers Folk Fest. And so as it turned out, Alan Rohde had submitted this title called Big Dark Canyon that I ended up picking up. And going off and writing with a friend of mine, J.P. Cormier, who's a really great instrumentalist. And so this is what came out of that experience.
Jenny was a good girl, never caused any harm. And Tommy knew the backside of the hands on the long arm of the law. And when they met, she knew his pain, but grew too scared to run away. And when the fist came down like rain, he was too far gone to change. You see him standing in the street, a man whose name you never know. He had the world beneath his feet, and now there's nothing left to show. Just a poet dressed in rags, spin you tales if you got a dime, and doesn't like to think he begs, but he's just drunk and killing time. And we all stand upon the edge. There is no path, there is no bridge, and everyone must try to cross the big dark canyon. Innocence, oh, my mouth. Oh, Lord. Well, well, I never thought I'd see you go. You were the strongest one I knew, and all the shit that brought you down, all the pain they put you through. Now their goodbye shakes my hand. This is a stranger never know. Here among these names I stand, I sing in yours upon the stone. We all stand upon the edge. There is no path, there is no bridge, and everyone must try to cross the big dark canyon. Lord, Lord, innocence, oh, my mind, where there is no path, Lord, there is no bridge, and everyone must try to cross the big dark canyon. Lord, Lord, innocence, Lord.
That was tasty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I should
So what you got in the goblet?
screwball whiskey on the rocks. Here, I'll show you the goblet too.
I'm a little jelly. That's a great. Where did you find that?
Amazon.
Hot damn.
It's a dragon.
It's a dragon.
No big deal. It's a dragon. It's just a dragon.
I got a nice pair of booblies. I'm just not false advertising. That's what I.
That's hilarious. Bonsoir, Mimi. Comment ça va? Mimi's another Canadian. Also a Twitch singer-songwriter. I know, Brian. Hell of a singer. Hell of a guitarist. Nice job.
And I'm here too, Brian. Wait. Oh.
Parles-tu français, Charlie?
Not really. I mean, my Montreal. So her
Okay.
whole academic career was in French, and and so our 10-year-old goes to a French school here in the region, and so my French was always very parental. It was very touche pas,
Yeah.
you know,
Mimi's an
that sort of
adopted
thing.
Canadian.
Right.
She's originally from France.
So she's like full-fledged francophone.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I love, we go to Montreal, normally we go to Montreal a couple of times. Well, I only speak perfect French when I'm around Andy the Franchi.
Ah, I love her.
Because she brings it out in me. But normally in March we have March break, and so it's drivable to get from Halifax. It's about 12 hours straight, but you can drive from Halifax to Montreal, and we quite often will do that and spend a week in Montreal seeing family and friends and getting a chance to hang out. We were so close, actually, at the beginning of the pandemic. I was so close to actually meeting Andy in person. We were going to do a joint stream once I got to Montreal, and then everything shut down. And our provincial borders in Nova Scotia, they were like, "If you're out of the province, you better get your ass back here like yesterday." And so we immediately packed everything back up in the car and drove back to Halifax the next day.
Dang.
And I texted Andy. I said, "Listen, I'm really, really sorry, but there's a slight pandemic, and I'm gonna have to go."
Light pandemic.
Yeah. I'll be back someday. I just don't. You'll have to. I don't know when, but so one of these days when everything settles down, we'll get a chance to go back to Montreal and enjoy.
Yeah. I need to get up there too at some point. But, you know.
Have you done much traveling to Canada?
I mean a little bit. I took a road trip with my grandparents to Nova Scotia.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yep,
That's right.
I sure did.
And when you did that, were you old enough to really remember the trip, or?
Yeah, I was probably like 12, maybe.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
11, 12, somewhere around there. I know this because it was after I went to France with my mom when I was 9. For like 2 weeks. But my grandparents, they lived in Michigan at the time.
Uh-huh.
And so I think Holton area,
Right.
maybe Muskegon.
Holt. Is there a Holton in Michigan?
Yes, there
Or Holton, Maine?
Michigan.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we drove through Quebec.
Yep.
I remember driving through and eating at a Pizza Hut in Quebec. And telling my mom afterwards, yeah, we ate in a French restaurant. It was Pizza Hut. but the menu, everything was in French, and I thought it was funny.
No. You're saying it wrong. If it was in Quebec, you have to say it was Pizza Hut.
Oh.
You can't say
Pizza
there's
Hut.
no H. Yeah.
You're right.
It's Pizza Hut.
And we had to stop in Maine, of course, for seafood.
Yeah.
You know, obviously. And then we put our feet in the ocean in Nova Scotia.
That's really cool. Well, here's hoping maybe one day you'll come up and showcase at one of the music conferences here.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love that.
Because have you ever been to Folk Alliance or anything like that?
I need to. I mean, I've been, Kerrville, and then there's the Drippin' Spring Songwriters Festival, but that's pretty much the extent of that. And I've heard of it, and I just have not really done it.
Yeah, sure. No, I understand. Folk Alliance is Folk Alliance is a big commitment to go to, but it's not quite the roll of the dice as South by, but the way Folk Alliance works is that after it's done its 5 years in the host city, it comes to Canada for 1 year before moving on to the next host city in the States. So
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So yeah. So I mean, if and
I've
usually
got a lot of friends who've done it.
yeah.
like a ton.
Well, listen, it'd be awesome to see you make your way north of the border at some point. So
For sure.
maybe you'll find your way back to Nova Scotia.
I mean, I'm sure that I will. It's on my list. Yes, definitely on the list. I think it's actually a little bit past halftime, and it's time to actually like do a little bit more talking and find out who is this gentleman seemingly sitting next to me. Hiding, if you will.
Hiding, right. Cowering in the shadows. Right.
So, Charlie Acourt. Is that your given name?
It is. It's funny because the way you spell my last name is A''C''OURT. And so when a lot of people who haven't heard me for the first time, you're so close. It's Alchort. It's Alchort pencils. You're so close. Right.
Alchort.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Well, that's a long running joke over on my channel. But so when people see my name for the first time, a common question I get asked is if it's a stage name, but it is not. That's my proper surname, and there aren't a lot of us.
Yeah.
In the world, but
I hadn't heard the name before.
no, my grandfather was born in Bristol, England, and came to Canada when he was a teenager, and then had gone back to England for a short spell, and then married and started a family. And once they had 2 children, they decided to move to Canada, and so they came to Canada, to Nova Scotia, in '49, and then had 2 more children. My dad was the youngest of the 4 kids. And so Acourt is not a very common name at all. There is a Michelle Acourt, coincidentally enough. She is from New Zealand, and she works in the entertainment industry. She's a comedian and a show writer and an author. And it was bizarre because I had never encountered, I really haven't encountered too many other Acourts. And then lo and behold, to find an Acourt who actually also works in the arts, and that was kind of funky.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's you know, I got picked on a lot in school for that name, and so you know, Acorn was always that was the default go-to right before being beat up for lunch money. So as soon as I heard the name Acorn, I knew to duck pretty quick. And then the rest is history.
Right on. Interesting.
That wasn't you who just did that, was it? That was the pup just squeaked on something, was it? Just hear a real.
I don't know. I think I accidentally hit my guitar too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was, but it could also be my fiance playing a game or watching something. Hold on.
Taylor's saying, "Hey, where can Auburn get one of these funky plasma lights that I have going on in the background?" Well, you can't. Not allowed. I've got a patent on it. It's connected. It's connected via Bluetooth chip just behind my Adam's apple, so that it's connected with the sound.
Amazing.
And we'll never know if I'm telling the truth or not.
Anyways, where were you born?
When was I born, or where?
Where?
Where? Right in basically the center of the province. Nova Scotia is not a big province. We have a bit of a population of just under 1 million, and right smack dab in the middle is a little town called Truro, and it's referred to as the hub of Nova Scotia because literally all the major highways kind of converge on Truro, so you really can't get anywhere else in the province without going through Truro first. And so I grew up Truro.
Okay.
Yeah, Truro.
It sounded like churro, and I got really hungry.
I got really hungry myself. I'm not gonna lie. I almost
I
just
really
left
want
the stream.
churros.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I was probably in my 20s before I even heard churro for the first time.
Really?
I didn't know what they were until someone enlightened me, and then I couldn't stop eating them. They're so good.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we don't really have churros in Truro. That would be an interesting business now that I think about it. If I get out of the music biz, and I decide to open up a little restaurant, get into the restaurant racket, that could be an interesting little vibe.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I grew up in Truro, which is about an hour north of where I live now. So I moved in my early 20s. I moved to Halifax, which is the capital of the province, to get my start on my music career and start pursuing music as a full-time profession. And I've been here ever since. So basically, the last 20 years, I've lived in and based my entire career out of Halifax.
Right on.
Yeah.
What was your first instrument?
Oh, piano. My folks had put me through piano lessons when I was even like before getting into school. I didn't do great with them, but I definitely took them. And then I revisited that in my 10, 11 years old, and I had taken piano lessons for like another year, maybe close to 2 years. And I just frustrated. I think I just burnt the teacher out because at one point he just said I should just go do a different instrument. And I was okay with that. I couldn't get my head wrapped around left hand, right hand, and get them playing independently.
Yeah.
And so I moved on from that. And my dad plays guitar. He plays 12-string, and so there was always a guitar around. And but it wasn't until about 12 years old that I kind of looked at that and saw it in the corner one day, and I picked it up. And I didn't know any chords, but I just, it was kind of a joyful noise, whatever was coming out of it, and it grabbed a hold of me pretty quick. And so when I got into
Charlie
junior,
plays nose flute. Charlie doesn't play piano.
right, that's right. Yeah, those are all my aliases. Those are all part of my many alias pages here on Twitch.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that. So you come from a musical family?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't come from a very big family, but there were a few members of my family played music when I was a kid. Certainly my dad and his brother, who lived in the province next door, lived in New Brunswick. And so when he and his wife would come to visit, he would always bring his guitar. And so there was always memories of my dad and my uncle getting together on weekend visits and playing guitar and, playing everything from, Willie to Danny O'Keefe to, and all points in between. And that was sort of the beginning of it for me. And when I was in junior high, when I really started taking an interest in guitar, my teacher at that point had offered classical guitar lessons. And so I started going down the path of a classical guitarist for a few years.
Cool.
Yeah, that was and I still have that guitar, as a matter of fact. When I graduated that before going into high school, my music teacher then had gifted me the nylon string guitar that I had spent the last 2 years studying on, and I still have it to this day.
Well, no wonder you're so good at guitar. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's great. I mean, classical guitar is a great place to start because you start learning theory kind of right out of the gate. But
yeah.
You don't learn flair.
Choir
You don't
and
learn.
piano helped me with theory for sure.
Sure. But so what was it that you had that as your building blocks, but what was it that gave you the flair and the personality that you have?
I mean, I've always had my nose in a book. I've always been like, I love a good story.
Right.
I've always loved TV, movies, video games with good stories. But I'm always either reading or listening to an audiobook. You know, and even to this day, I just finished a Stephen King audiobook yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading The Institute, which is, I guess, one of his newer ones. But yeah, so I mean, that's when I basically got fed up of just writing songs about relationships. I was like, I got really bored of it.
Sure.
And so I started looking to other places and trying to, you know, I'm like, this isn't just the only thing that happens, you know, there's tons of other things that happen in the world than just stuff that deals with, you know, heartbreak or love or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually wrote a song about my frustration with my ability to only write love songs at one point in time. And then...
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's called All the World is a Love Song. And I don't know.
And it's a deathcore metal punk song. It's just screamo.
No. No. I originally wrote that on the piano because it has some chords on it that I would never have come up with on the guitar.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because it has like a C major in it, and then it goes to C sharp 7 and then C sharp minor or something like that. It goes all over the place. And I'm like, why would you do that? Because it sounds good. Okay.
Because it sounds good. Yeah, sure. I mean, if it's good enough for Randy Newman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Alice is now All the World is a murder or death song. Yeah. I'm like, there's more than love. Yes, there's also murder.
There's also
murder.
Murder.
And, you know, any good story has some sort of, you know, something that
little
gets
twist?
in somebody's way. Some little twist. Something that, you know, some goal and then something or someone that is in the way of the goal.
So you like songs that present, like, do you like when you're writing and you want to have adversity as part of the theme of your song, do you like to write it out so that there's a resolve of that, or do you keep it open-ended?
It depends.
Right.
I think this actually will lead quite nicely into the next song, but I want to ask you one more question.
Sure.
Would you rather
I love these.
Would you rather write only love songs for the rest of your life, or would you rather write only murder songs for the rest of your life?
I feel like this is a loaded question. Like you've got someone, like if I answer incorrectly, you've got someone that's hanging out just behind me off camera, ready to dispatch me. Maybe you do. Oh, I don't know. I mean, after that little tune you and Scarecrow wrote, Maddie could be behind me right now, ready to impale me. I don't know.
I would be so jealous. I cannot wait to meet him in person and give him a freaking hug.
I can't just wait to meet it. Like, of all the people that I've been meeting over Twitch over the last 2 years, just to meet anyone face to face would be amazing at this point.
I cannot wait until like meetups start happening again.
Yeah.
And like cons and stuff like that. I've never been to a con.
No, me neither. I decided early on when I started my journey on Twitch that I would purposely not go the first year, because I really wanted to get the first year under my belt and, you know, really kind of deep dive on what it means to be a music streamer on Twitch. And then I thought, you know, I'll go the second year. And then we all know how that went. Yeah. And so you know, as soon as we're back to a place where they say, you know what, we're greenlighting it, I'm there. I am there.
Yep.
And I love how we've managed to completely avoid answering your question. So I think it's time you probably sing a song.
You still didn't answer.
I know.
You even brought it up again.
I know.
I was almost going to let it go, and then you brought it up again.
This is why I'm really bad at Among Us. This is why I really suck at Among Us.
We need to
I
play that
don't know. I don't know who I killed. I mean, whoops, right? And then I always
a bunch
get
of us
ejected.
music streamers should just get together and play Among Us for a stream.
Oh God, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Super fun.
I don't know. I mean, I grew up embracing love, and I think for me that's not something I've quite closed the door on. I mean, I'm with you on that. That it's like, okay, this is okay, cookie cutter. Let's let me try something different. But I find every time I go to do that, there's something happens externally in my day that points me back towards a notion that always points me back to love. But it doesn't have to be romantic love. Like
Right.
for me, it's about compassion. And I'm not trying to paint all this like you're so cold-hearted, Aubryn, but as a songwriter, I understand like you're wanting to hit new horizons and push the envelope a little bit on your own skill set and your craft.
Yeah.
But
Also,
I
just
think
get bored.
Hey, well, there you go. I mean, and there you go.
Oh my
So
God, I've done this. Okay.
I've done this. I know how the story goes. So
Not
I guess
saying
I'd have
that
to
I
go
would
with,
never go back and write more of those, but
yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even know where to start as a murder song. If that's what I was writing, I wouldn't even know what to craft. So maybe you could teach me how to
write a murder song.
write a murder, as opposed to like maybe you could teach me how to murder a song. That'd be all right. Totally murdered that song.
I mean, I think you do that pretty well on your own. Yeah. Okay. So love songs?
I'm
Your
gonna go with
final
love
answer?
songs.
Okay.
Yeah, after a
By
good
the way,
32
I
minute
wasn't just,
conversation
like,
about it.
This was our microphone for the evening.
Oh, I thought you were about to cut me. Oh, it's a clamp. I thought it was like some sort of. I thought it was like.
Like a knife
Like,
or something, or like a
I'm
razor.
gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you so bad. I'm gonna make you wish I ain't cut you so bad. Right? There we go.
No, it's
And
a clip. It's a chip
you were,
clip.
and you were just gonna leave me on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, every week I have some sort of microphone that I just choose something random.
Do you ever just? I got a USB hub here.
Yeah.
So welcome live on the scene, ladies and gentlemen. I got
absolutely.
Aubryn here. So how do you feel,
is
Aubryn,
that?
about the? It's a fluffer, like
duster?
duster, Swiffer thing.
Awesome.
Right.
I love that. It was perfect.
Works. It works.
Okay. Kelsey requested this song early, and I had not played it yet, so I'm going to play it right now. This is actually inspired by an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Nice.
See, I have all of these categories that I either want to write songs in or about, or have written songs in or about. Like, I watched a whole bunch of episodes of The Twilight Zone, and wrote songs inspired by specific episodes.
Wow.
A lot of them were co-writes. So we would literally watch the episode, which is like 20 minutes long,
Right.
and then take notes while we were watching it, and then write a song afterwards. Or
Wow, that's kind of funky.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
And like it gives you, because the episode has kind of a story, and you can take the general either message or like certain parts about it and make it, because there's always humans involved. And so when you can find the human, you can find what's going to reach out to people. People are going to understand and
Right.
relate to,
We're always looking at, not just as writers, but as listeners, we're always looking for that common denominator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Like is this a little too narrow, or is this something that more than just one person is gonna resonate with? I always, even when I'm like writing songs that are fairly specific, I want something to be fairly universal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like in this case, fear of death. The song is called Gonna Get It. And this particular episode revolves around a guy. They're at war, and he's a commander or something like that. And he starts seeing this weird glow upon certain people's faces. And then those certain people that he sees the glow on, they kick the bucket, so to speak, shortly thereafterwards. And yeah, that's basically the gist of the episode. I'm not going to give anything away. The episode is called Purple Testament, if you want to go watch it. I believe they're still all on Netflix.
The episode's called what?
Purple Testament.
Okay.
Which I think was taken from Shakespeare.
Right.
Yeah. So here we go. Can I tell you a secret about 4 brave men? A 44 I brought to war. I knew it would be them. I could see it on their faces, a shining light from heaven, no, up from below. It marked them all to die. I let them leave without a warning, their tags collected in the morning. Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it? I tried explaining, I tried pleading. Don't go, I said, you'll end up dead. But he would not believe. He left a wife and 2 little children, a newborn son, not even one. I knew how much he loved them. So much for Mrs. Riker's lovely wedding. 7 happy years and 2 fine sons. I wonder, was there any point in telling if the knowing wouldn't save him from the gun? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it? Don't look in the mirror, your future's getting clearer. Don't look in the mirror, your future's getting clearer. Don't look in the mirror, your future's getting clearer. Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it? Oh, would you wanna know when you're gonna go? Would you wanna know when you're gonna go? When you're gonna get it?
So much good.
Abrupt ending.
Yeah.
Oh no, Brian! Do the aliens have Sheldon? Aliens, give the turtle back!
We have Sheldon. Nice. I love that. It's such a catchy little.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Great hooks. I love them. Love them so much.
Yes. Good one, Alice. I want to write a whole bunch of. I want to write a bunch of songs inspired by different phobias.
Oh yeah.
I want to write a bunch of songs inspired by different urban legends. Would be super fun.
That's a cool concept. I like that one.
I did want to do one about different serial killers. That there's a lot of people who are interested in, that.
Murder songs. So
And-
there you
and-
go.
and-
I guess we know. I guess if you had to choose, we know which one you'd pick. Maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Go with your gut for sure on
You know?
that.
I have
Alice-
a choice. Somebody
Alice
told me,
says, that's a catchy little death song.
right? Catchy little death song. Yep. Yeah. I mean, somebody a while ago at an open mic, they're like, I mean, you got to choose. Do you want to be the girl that's known as the girl who sings the murder songs? I'm like, that might not be so bad.
I mean, what's the rest of the competition like?
Right. It's not like, I'm the only
You
one
could
who's
corner
written
the
murder
market.
songs. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to listen to anyone else. To be quite honest, I mean, like legit, like, you're just crushing it.
Oh,
There was a section on that last song where you brought the melody up the octave, and it just bends to your will. Really, it was really awesome. It was really great.
thank you. Yes, you play now. You play now.
Oh, I don't want to. I just want to sit here adoringly and just send you compliments. Just
Well, that's what we're doing this whole
That's
time.
what we're doing.
We're just sending each other compliments. Because you're freaking awesome too, Also, Muppets, are you still here? Because I remember you asking specifically for me to listen to one of Charlie's songs. And
oh really? Hey, yeah, right.
yes. And I wanted to make sure that he was still here and seeing if you could play it at some point. It's almost 10, which means we've got... Well, Alice is yelling for encore already. She's the only one. Okay, Muppets.
Alice is like, all right, land this plane. I'm ready to move on.
Encore!
Yeah.
Alright, play your song. Please.
Oh, Muppets is looking for a song called "Up There I Can Fly."
I did listen to it.
I think I might. I'm kind of vibing this tune. This is I don't know. I guess I'm in my early 40s and I still don't know how I feel about the afterlife, and I don't know how I feel about what happens to me when I'm done, and so I kind of put all that together in this little tune. This is called "I Hope I Get to Heaven."
I hope I get to heaven, though I haven't earned the right. Searching for forgiveness, and it ain't easy to find. Peter grabs his coffee and heads out on a break. When Peter isn't looking, I could slip in through the gate, singing their song. I won't save my soul, but the choir keeps on preaching. My sins would be atoned. If I climb a mountain and look out from the peak, see the angels flying higher than I could ever reach, singing their song, won't save my soul. And the choir keeps on preaching. my sins would be atoned. Guess I'll wait for judgment on my dying day. The sentence that I'm handed, I'll gladly pay. 'Cause singing this song hasn't saved my soul. Choir keeps on preaching. My sins would be atoned, singing their song won't save my soul. Choir keeps on preaching. My sins have been atoned. Welcome home.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Man.
Yeah, so, maybe by the end of it all, by the time I've earned my promotion, I'll feel at home. Who knows?
Hope so.
Thanks, Muppets. Best shimmer pedal on Twitch, right?
I've been coveting it the whole stream.
Nice.
I do. I need a shimmer pedal.
Listen, listen, we can talk gear off stream anytime, but I can tell you a little bit about this one sometime.
Sammy!
Yo, Guitar Sammy!
Hey, Sammy. How are ya? Good to see you.
Sammy, bobani, babani, fana, fofemi, fi, fi, mo, mammy, Sammy. What you got for us?
Do you want? Okay.
Yes.
I'm thinking of playing something kind of siren-y.
Oh.
Because I haven't really used this part of my voice during this stream. I've been mostly doing kind of soulful bluesy stuff. And not as much like folky siren-y stuff. I think I'm going to do Deep Deep Blue, which is one of my first, which was my first siren song. You know what a siren is, right?
I don't think I do.
Okay, so basically, originally they had wings. They're mythological creatures of the sea. They use their voices and lure sailors to their death.
Yes, okay, that I have heard that. And that's siren. Okay.
Yes, that's a siren.
Ah.
Nowadays, a lot of people think of them as mermaids, essentially.
Right.
Or synonymous to mermaids. But originally, they actually had wings. But this version, I guess, doesn't necessarily specify. But I saw the little call sign scarecrow emote go by. I'm like, oh. Okay. Speaking of which, he and I are going to do a dual stream soon.
That's going to be deadly. Yes. Have you guys had an opportunity, like, since you guys released that single that you guys did? Have you played it together?
No, we've only played the recording.
Gotcha.
But
Well, that'll be
we're
fun.
going to.
Yeah, I want to tune in for that one.
Yeah, we need to. He and I need to get together too to do the music video. We've got ideas.
There's a music video in the works. Of course there is.
Yeah,
That's gonna be amazing.
Of course there is. It's Maddie.
Yeah.
He's just brilliant. Okay. I thought you were drowning. I dove out to sea. I thought I could save you, but the only one drowning was me. Your voice was so soothing, like a bellied wrong. I tried to sing with you, but the salty sea filled up my lungs. Oh, siren, siren, sing me to sleep. Make me shiver, make me weep. Siren, siren, I'll follow you into the deep, deep blue. The tides are your children, the waves your slaves. They're dragging me closer to my watery grave. Oh, siren, siren, sing me to sleep. Make me shiver, make me weep. Siren, siren, I'll follow you into the deep, deep blue. I'm an anchor going under blue, sinking deeper into darkness blue, turning slowly into black. Will I ever get back? Oh, siren, siren, sing me to sleep. Make me shiver, make me weep. Siren, siren, I'll follow you into the deep, deep blue. So this is drowning. This is how I die. If I'd never heard you, maybe I would be dry.
Man, if any of my crew is here, spam a little mad love for that, because that was, I damn near drowned on that one. That was, I can understand why sailors would just kind of get drawn into that orbit, because man, oh man, that was beautifully executed.
Thank you.
Jeez, that's crazy. It's crazy. You've kept me on my toes here all night, and I thoroughly appreciate that. Because everything you've everything. It's like, okay, man. It's
The more flustered you get, the more Canadian you get.
I know. I feel it. I feel it. It stays real out until it comes for you too.
Thoroughly.
Oh man. Oh man. It's beautiful though. I love it. This has been so refreshing.
So fun. Highly enjoyed tonight. We're not done yet. We've still got at least 2 more songs each.
Okay. You just call the shots. I'm sorry. Did someone say shots?
I just took one.
Right.
I'm sorry, you don't have any gin, so.
Yeah. Don't have to rub it in though. All right, you smart ass.
You can't be good, be good at it.
That's right. There you go.
My dad always taught me.
That's a good one. I like that line. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Have you used that one in a song yet?
No, but now I need to.
Now you need to.
Why
Hot damn
haven't I
you.
used that in a song yet?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's no big deal. This is a tune called July Josephine.
Now the time when you and I, we went out dancing in the rain. Man, I thought I'd die laughing, child. Funniest thing I'd ever seen. You looked up at the stars and wondered how far it was to your dreams. It's never as far as it may seem, as long as you believe. Shine your light and you might find the flame burns brighter than the fire. Oh, July, Josephine, I would give most anything. I will be your fool. Just don't go and hang me out to dry. She said, let's see the world. You be the boy and I will be the girl. You be my rock, I'll be your pearl. Yeah, let's fall in love. And in the morning when you wake, you can pray the heavens not to take our lives. The fight's worth more than the prize. So don't hang up your gloves. And all these things you said to me are just a distant memory. Oh, July, Josephine, you have taken the best of me. I will be your fool. Just don't go and hang me out to dry. dreams all the way to New Orleans and back. They've all but fallen off the track. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Oh, July, Josephine, you have taken the best of me. I will be your fool. Just don't go and hang me out to dry, Josephine. I would give most anything. I hope that in time your heart will find its way back home to mine, Josephine. Yeah.
I love it. That was fun.
I love it. Every time I see you grab the mando, I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to watch the VOD.
I wish I was better at it.
That's all good.
Yeah. Once I get more confident, I'll also be a little bit louder at it too. I kind of shy. But I still want to do it because I still want the practice and I still want to get better. And in order to do that, you have to do it.
You got to do it. Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah. I was thinking of just having some like practice streams where I practice lead. And like
Sure, yeah.
Maybe learning specific lead parts too.
That would, I mean, that's to learn the lead parts would then to make the jump from learning lead parts and getting the muscle memory on that is going to be just an easy leap from that to then improvisation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a great way to go about it.
Yeah.
Totally do that.
Yep.
I'd seen somebody earlier. I think it might have been Alice. Asked about where they could find my music. Do you mind if I tell the people?
Please do. Yes.
So it's probably just as easy if I say search my name, and you've seen it typed a few times, but it's
It's on
A
the screen,
apostrophe, and it's on the screen. So if you go to Spotify or
point
Apple
down.
Music, and yeah, right,
there.
right,
Right
because
there.
it's directly under me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And you can spell it like you see it there with the apostrophe, A apostrophe COURT. And I know Alice was writing from, looked like, if you, there's kind of on Bandcamp, not officially yet, but my stuff is on other platforms, but I haven't gotten everything uploaded to Bandcamp yet, but I will. That's on the to-do list, but I'm horrible with New Year's resolutions, so I'm still working on that.
Bandcamp is awesome. And
but
they're still doing Bandcamp Fridays too. The first Friday of every month, Bandcamp waives their fees and all of the purchase price and everything goes to what? Andrew Core just rated. Hello.
Beautiful.
Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for the raid.
We were just talking about where we can find Charlie's music.
But if you like on most of the platforms, like Twitter, Insta, and even my Facebook page, it's all at Charlie Acourt. But in those things, it's sans apostrophe. So if you just type Charlie Acourt or like at Charlie Acourt on Twitter and Insta and on Facebook, you're gonna find me.
Yeah, you can pay more than the asking price on Bandcamp as well. Kit Loves
can you really?
Coffee- Yep, you can.
Nice.
People can. And like I said, on Bandcamp Fridays, which is the first Friday of every month that they've been doing since the pandemic started, pretty much, they waive their fees, so the artist gets 100% on
That's
Bandcamp
amazing.
Fridays. Mm-hmm.
See, I always had
Kit Loves Coffee, thank you so much for the
I had
follow.
done physical sales through CD Baby for the longest time.
Yeah.
Right, but then they stopped that last year, and so I haven't. So that's why it was like, okay, well, I'd been doing that for like 10 plus years, and so I haven't. When that was in place, plus all the digital distribution that they were doing, I hadn't put the time into getting stuff uploaded to a Bandcamp.
Right.
So that's I gotta get that on the go. But my stuff is streamable in other ways. It's out there for sure.
Right on. So yeah, look him up. Google him.
I love it. I love being Googled.
Not like that. That's different.
Oh, we're not talking the.
No. This is. I mean, you can swear on here. You know what? It's late. It's late enough for most people. I guess you can. You know, it's not that kind of show though.
No.
Hey Dan.
It's not that kind of. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't get everyone's hopes up. I mean, I am ruggedly handsome. I get it. I'm Canadian, so it's by default. But still, simmer down, people.
Simmer down.
Simmer down. Yeah.
Simmer down.
Especially you, crayons.
Mermaid Roadie, that's a great username. Welcome. I just sang a siren song earlier. And I know,
Maybe that's what brought that person here.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure though that the raid brought them. Yes. Andrew Core. By the way, Andrew, how was your stream? I hope it was freaking awesome. Yep. See, I knew. Andrew Core sent me. See, I knew it. Thank you for being here. Andrew Core, how was your stream if you're still here? If not, totally understandable. You were just streaming, so you're probably tired. I usually am afterwards. But we're playing all original music tonight. That is the name of the game. We can, since it's after 10 p.m. Central Time, we can play a cover if we want. But that's not what this night's about. This night is about sharing original music and hanging out with singer-songwriters and promoting each other and helping each other and just generally having a good time.
Because there's nothing wrong with what we wrote. I mean, if I'm being, modestly humble.
There's nothing wrong with it. Is there?
I don't know.
Gluing ice cream to VHS tapes? Why?
What?
Muppets, why?
Oh, well, see, Muppets is into very eccentric hobbies.
Oh.
And Muppets
like
has a.
Googling you.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. Listen, I've made some choices I'm not proud of. I don't want to talk about it. That's not what I signed up for.
And there goes the rest of my whiskey.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, you know what? Okay, Alice, I will.
Lemon lime soda water is really hitting the spot. We're gonna make some bad decisions tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I hear your request for Murder Ballad Blues. I will do it. I think we're gonna go a little bit longer than the normal.
Listen,
it's
I'm
almost 10:30, so
I'm good to go as long as you feel you want to bust out the tunes. So
oh, we just got rated again, so I feel like we needed to do at least another song each or two.
Sure, 7? Is that what you said? That's what I heard.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a party animal. You asked
crazy.
Jeeved him? Oh, that's even worse, Muppets. You asked Jeeved him.
Oh man.
You Jeeved his what?
You shot who in the what now?
All right. This is called When I Drink Whiskey.
How apropos.
I mean, when in Rome.
When in Rome.
When drinking whiskey. I've been careful not to think about you, and I keep the door locked on the cabinet in the cellar, 'cause I know that if I didn't, I'd be drinking and my tears would keep falling, and I'd end up in some stranger's room, drowning in memories of you. And when I drink whiskey, I make bad decisions. Oh, and trust me, I don't need help making those. I've been doing all I can, it's calling me again, and I can't seem to keep this key hidden. When I drink whiskey, I make bad decisions. You used to come home always later than you should have, and you'd reek of liquor, oh, and some other woman's perfume. So I finally packed a bag and had the strength to walk away from you, darling. But you showed up on my doorstep, begging, love me one last time. And when I drink whiskey, I make bad decisions. Oh, and trust me, I don't need help making those. I've been doing all I can, it's calling me again, and I can't seem to keep this key hidden. When I drink whiskey, I make bad decisions, and I can't go back again. But bourbon always lets you win. When I drink whiskey, I make bad decisions. Oh, and trust me, I don't need help making those. I've been doing all I can, it's calling me again, and I can't seem to keep this key hidden. When I drink whiskey, I make bad. When I drink whiskey, I make bad. When I drink whiskey, I make bad decisions.
Hallelujah. You just keep raising the bar every freaking song. This is insane. It's so good.
Thank you.
Man, oh man.
I have to like make myself not watch you while I'm singing because your reaction.
I'm
is just
sorry.
Totally...
No,
listen,
you're
I
fine.
can't. I love it. It's hilarious and awesome and just Yeah, thank you.
Hot damn. Hot damn. All right,
Thank
I
you.
see.
Thanks, pencils. Thanks, Dan.
Lemons, may I request a song from you, Sir Charles? Yeah, sure. Is it one I know? Considering they're originals, I don't know. I was gonna play. I was about to play San Palorino.
You still haven't played the one that Muppets wanted to hear.
Oh yeah, Up There I Can Fly.
But I mean,
Right. That one's kind of that one's a really short tune. I know Muppets really likes
you
it.
can
And
do two in a row.
that's really awesome.
I need to go get some water.
Right, there you go. Well, what were you thinking, Lemons? What did you have? Oh, All I Need. Yeah, right. That's the good little jam. Maybe I'll finish with that one when the time comes, because that's a good little groove. I like that one. This one I wanted to share with you. I co-wrote this with a friend of mine here. His name is Matt Anderson, and he and I sat down one day in the middle of January, and I had written this. I'd come up with this kind of notion after having just come out of a dark funk, and was not happy with. I didn't like myself, and I didn't like where I was either at the same time. And I just wanted to fade away. I just didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be engaged by neighbors or society or fans or other musicians. I just didn't. I felt myself pulling away from everything, and so I was trying to put this energy into some sort of trying to like find this place in my mind of where it is that I was running to or running from. I'd never really wholeheartedly understood, but so I had this notion of this fictitious place called San Palorino, where you could just go and it was like you had a blank face. There's nothing there that anyone could identify you by your voice, the way you look. Not like you just drifted, and that's at the time that was something that felt really appealing to me, and so I sat down with Matt and we wrote this tune. This is called San Palorino.
There's a place I know far from here I like to go to disappear when it all comes crashing down. San Palorino, where nobody cares who you are and no one dares push too far. There's a loneliness in this town, San Palorino. I'll be leaving town without saying a word. Cross the borderline, no plans to return. I'm not the only one on this train. Stop and pick up heartache along the way. Unpack my bags and step outside. Nameless faces pass me by. It's a quiet place to hide away, San Palorino. again. But until that time comes around and I know that I'll be homeward bound, you'll always be a friend of mine, San Pellegrino. I know it's only in my mind, San Pellegrino.
Beautiful. I love that.
Thanks. Thank you, Auburn.
Has anybody ever told you that it sounds a little bit like I Want to Grow Old with You from The Wedding Singer? Wanna grow old with you.
Really? I never know.
Yeah,
I have to go back and watch. Are you
can
talking about like
totally-
at the end of the movie?
I think so. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I remember that I learned it for my ex's wedding because they're...
Whoa. Let me do the math on that one. Ex's wedding. Wow,
Yes.
that's some degrees of separation right there.
We were dating at the time, and he took me to his ex's wedding, and I was the only person there that knew how to play guitar, and they had their musician, I guess, bailed on them or something. They needed somebody, so I played
Awkward.
guitar and sang that song from The Wedding Singer at my ex's wedding, my boyfriend at the time's ex's wedding. Yep.
Okay, you win. I got nothing. I got nothing after that. That wins. You got it. Wow.
You know?
There you go. Well, now I've got to go back and watch the movie because I mean, how do you not just fall head over heels for Drew Barrymore?
How does anybody not? I don't understand anybody who could not, because yeah. She's been one of my favorite actresses for freaking ever.
For me, it's her sense of humor. I always loved. Any movie she was in, I would always watch mainly for the bloopers, because the bloopers were always, you always saw the playful side of her personality.
Oh yeah.
And that's something that always draws me to a person when I can connect with their sense of humor. Even more so than music. If I can connect with you through your sense of humor, then I'm a fan for life.
Yeah. My mom's like, what? Who? Yeah, 50 First Dates is so
Well,
great.
see, 50 First Dates, that's 50 First Dates. It was like, okay, that breaks my heart. It was such a great movie. But it was to see the two of them together for both of those films was, they had a rhythm, those two, Adam Sandler and Drew
yeah.
Barrymore. There was a chemistry. Were they ever a couple? Because there was definitely serious chemistry on screen.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I have no idea. Yeah.
Well, now we got to Google them.
Yeah. And Mom, to answer your question, Chris. There you go. Chris. Yes.
Chris, aha, right. Oh yeah, the mom's got a. Who are we talking about?
Wait, which
Yeah.
ex? Which ex? Yes, Chris. I've only dated one Chris, so.
There
she
you
knows
go.
now.
As a coworker of mine said, love makes you dumb.
Yes. It certainly can. Yeah, he was a good one. Still is. Just wasn't right. And he and I broke up because he was going to Afghanistan for a year, so.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna sing a song. Not He Who Cowers from Hammers, no. Okay, I was gonna do For Good. And then have you do one more song, and then I'll finish off with Murder Ballad Blues till the Reaper comes. Till the
Nice.
Reaper comes, Murder Ballad Blues. Okay, yes, that is the plan.
Pardon me.
Unless Alice has to go to sleep soon, in which case I will do it now because I know that she would need to go to bed. But if you can stay up for like 3 more songs, Alice, then I will play Murder Ballad Blues for you.
3:11. I mean, you've come this far, right?
She does work.
What's that?
She's a scientist.
Oh, so she's better than all of us.
I mean,
I got it. No, I get it. You got it. You go do science things that save
sleep
us
is
from
for
ourselves.
wusses, she says.
Yeah.
That's
Sleep
the
is-
spirit, Alice. That's the spirit.
That's right. Have you ever played so long that you fall asleep on stage? I have done that. It is awkward.
How long were you playing?
It was more of a combination of a long day of TV, studio, and a whole bunch of different public things. And then by the time I actually got to the gig, I was singing in a close harmony jazz group at the time.
Oh.
And the kind of close harmony jazz group where you also move in sync with one another. And we were singing Slow Boat to China. And it was the kind of ensemble where it was like, we're a four-piece close harmony jazz group, and we've got, this is the kind of song where everyone on stage gets a solo. So it becomes a 46-minute song. And I literally rocked myself to sleep. I'm not even kidding. I've got to show you. I'm not even kidding. So, we're wearing like matching suits and everything. And, the way it would work is if a soloist was on that side of the stage, we would all turn, but then we would sway in and out from the audience, right? As we're looking at the soloist. And then it's this soloist, and then we would go, and then we would do it this way. And what happened is that we started off this way, and then I started going. And literally, the tenor next to me, when we went to the soloist on that side, they all switched this way, and they're going this way. I'm still going this way.
No.
And the tenor was like, Charlie, oh. It was an exhausting day, and I can't believe it's the one and only time I have fallen on stage. That's the one and only time that I have fallen asleep on stage.
Oh my goodness.
It's a true story.
That is freaking hilarious.
Slow Boat to China, people. The 46-minute unabridged version.
I'm usually by myself on stage or like leading.
If you
I'm
fall
not.
asleep at a solo gig,
Right?
Holy jeez, that's even worse.
How would you fall asleep at a solo gig? That would take talent.
That would actually, that'd be
narcolepsy.
skillful. I would be impressed.
Yeah, I would be very impressed. But wow. I think when I was in show choir, there might have been a time where I was so tired that I was close to sleep, but yeah.
You never went past that line.
No, because
No.
usually at some point, the music sped up, and I was like, I'm awake, I'm up.
Yep, I'm up. All right, you got me.
We are
I'm
no
at
longer
attention.
doing the acapella number. We're good.
That's right. Yeah.
We always had an acapella number. That was one of the requirements is part of our set to compete. It was in a middle school show choir that competed against high school show choirs in the advanced division.
Ooh.
Yes, and won.
Why do and one? I was gonna say this sounds like the storyline to Bring It On, but in a singing type of
Yeah. So
environment.
there's a little bit of my background.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it taught me a lot about,
Sure.
working together and, hard work and practice and,
Actually, I came across a really great post yesterday or the day before, sometime this week, and somebody it was some musician group on Facebook, and it was basically a meme, but it was it made complete sense. It was that pointing out the difference between a practice and the difference between practicing and a rehearsal. Right? That practicing is what you do in your own time at home when no one's looking, and then the rehearsal is when you've got your shit together, and then you go and you play it, you lay it down with the other people, but you come prepared, ready to go. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I hadn't, we're so used to saying, I'm gonna have practice with the guys tonight, or I gotta go, but yeah, it was true. It makes total sense that there is the difference between the two.
For sure. Definitely. You practice to get ready for rehearsal.
Essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you're working with other people, you don't want to waste their time having not come prepared. Anyways, I want to play a song now.
That would be lovely.
Okay.
I'll shut up. Show myself out.
No. Please stay. Okay. This is called For Good. She stares at the floor. She's cold to the bone, won't answer the phone. She sleeps in her clothes, can't seem to stay warm since he's been gone. His favorite coffee cup is still filled halfway up. If it tears you apart, leaves a hole in your heart. If you can't recover, if he's not coming back, and you're thinking that your life is over, it's over. If you would turn back time, if you could, tell me, why's it called For Good? Time doesn't heal all, but she's come a long way. That's what her friends all say. But behind her facade, etched in her face, time can't erase the echo of his laugh, the ghost of his past. If it tears you apart, leaves a hole in your heart. If you can't recover, if he's not coming back, and you're thinking that your life is over, it's over. If you would turn back time, if you could, tell me, why's it called For Good? The echo of a melody can leave you drowning in a memory. If it tears you apart, leaves a hole in your heart. If you can't recover, if you're not coming back, and you're thinking that your life is over, it's over. If you would turn back time, if you could, tell me, why's it called For Good? If you would turn back time, if you could, tell me, why's it called For Good?
Man, what am I gonna do? That is legit.
Thank you. Tombstone's a great movie, Brian. Tombstone is a great movie.
from the heart of my bottom, thank you so much for having me on the stream tonight. This was really just a ton of fun for me. This was so much fun.
Can I have a song called "You Kicked My Heart in the Ass," and for some reason, the heart of my bottom made me think of that.
Nice.
It's
That's awesome.
It was inspired by Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, that's not a bad reference. That's pretty cool. That is very cool.
Yes, Muppets. I agree. This does.
This totally needs to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Irons in the fire,
I
hey?
don't know. After the terrible time you've had tonight, do you think you could bring yourself to be on the show again?
You know what? You're gonna have to talk to my people. I gotta get people. As soon as I get people.
I will talk to them. Yeah.
No, this was wicked. This was a ton of fun.
Yes.
And thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for playing. This has been an absolute blast. Thanks to everybody who's given tips and gifted subs and all of the wonderful things you guys have been doing tonight.
If there's anyone here who hasn't seen one of my streams, if you hit, my name on Twitch here is Charlie Plays Guitars. If you want to come and hang out whenever Aubrin is not rocking it, and it'd be lovely to get to meet some of you. Feel free to come over and say hello sometime. Well, I'll have a pot of tea on.
You're a turkey Fenris?
I love it. Okay, well, I don't listen. You know what? Maybe I will. I'll end with a little jam here. You know what? I'm even gonna do this up.
Charlie bakes bread.
I do. It's true. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, each month when chat reaches the goals that we have on our channel, I like to thank chat by having a bonus cooking stream each month. And so tomorrow is the day. So I'm making mitzas.
Mitzas.
Yeah. So I mentioned before we went live tonight, I was saying to you that I've been going down the keto road for the last couple of months. And so I've got this really great cookbook with a whole bunch of really awesome recipes in it. And one of it is a mitza. What?
Chris the Poops.
Chris the Poops.
Poops your hat.
That's a hot damn.
Thank you.
Well done.
Holy. Thank you.
That's fan-freaking-tastic. And so so I make the mitza, and basically you use ground meat of your choosing, could be beef, poultry, or whatever, and then you season it, and then you cook that like 90% of the way in a skillet, so that the bottom kind of nicely crisps, and then you top it, and then you finish it in the oven on a nice wire rack, and then
it's made out of meat?
The crust is made out of ground meat, and so it makes it completely keto. You're not having any gluten. You're not having any yeast. You're not having any sugar, which for what I'm trying to accomplish is a really good thing. Yeah. But I still get to have pizza.
I've made pizza out of cauliflower. Had a cauliflower Parmesan crust.
Yes.
Which is delicious.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a recipe for that too, using almond flour.
But I never would have thought to make the crust out of meat.
Right. It's it's called mitza.
Skillet.
So skillet.
Yes. We have a thing where Huff-Hearted, who is the one who is Chris the Poops. He in Second Life he has a venue called the Skillet, and also at random points people fling pans and skillets at him.
Kind of like PUBG. That sounds like something from just throwing a cast iron pan at you.
You've made sushi with cauliflower?
Yeah, so because one of the things you need to get rid of is
Right.
all carbs. So rice is a no go.
Right.
But I love sushi, and so one thing I did was grate the cauliflower down so that it gives you a nice rice
I love
texture.
sushi too.
But it fits perfectly in sushi roll, and and you don't get that bloated feeling from the rice, so you actually get to eat a little bit more sushi. It's really good. Yep. So we've done that on stream too. So tomorrow's my bonus cooking stream. So it won't be music, but
What time?
I'll try to time it so that it's ready for supper when the family gets home. So I'll probably get up and running around I would say 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So yeah. So what's that? 2 Central, 4 p.m. Atlantic. That's my plan.
Yeah.
So.
I find it interesting that you say Eastern. I'm like, neither of us are in Eastern time.
Well, and that's the thing, but I would think that the majority of the viewers are U.S. based, and although maybe not, but I think the majority of the names that I recognize here are certainly North American, and so. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And but I'm Atlantic. Like I'm one more past. Eastern. So no one ever when anyone in any other part of Canada or the States for that matter post a time for when they stream, no one ever says Atlantic. No one knows where that is. So it's just as easy
No
for
one
me to
uses
say
Mountain
Eastern.
time or Atlantic time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, Donnie.
All right.
Have you been here the whole time?
The whole time?
Also, hi, El Duderino. I have
El
not said
Duderino's
hello.
hanging out?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right? It's a cool name, too. El Duderino. Canada, Trevor.
Canada,
Nova
eh?
Scotia, eh?
Scovanosha.
Scovanosha. Oh, you just
So this little jam is called All I Need. And I've decided to put the capo up on the first fret just so that I'm in G in case you want to jam out on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I was dreaming, I was holding you close. Oh, last night we were listening to Otis singing these arms of mine. Sometimes you might find come undone. I don't know if what I feel is right, but I will be the one. Yes, I will. Whoa, yeah, all I want. Yeah, 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 all I need. Whoa, yeah, all I am. All I want is for you to be all I need. Oh, yeah, 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 yes. Have you ever slept naked under satin sheets? Have you ever said hello to somebody you thought you'd never meet? Sometimes, Lord, you might find where you come undone. That's the time you should be here with me. I will be the one. Yes, I will. Whoa, yeah, all I want. Yeah, yeah, all I need. Whoa, yeah, all I am. Well,
Well, well, well, well. Yeah. No, 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 no. Well, 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 well. Yeah, yeah. All right. All right.
Guitar music.
Well, no, no, no. Yeah, no, no, no. Whoa, yeah, all I want, yeah, yeah, all I need. Whoa, yeah, all I am. Oh. All I want is for you to be all I need. All I want is for you to be all I need. All I want is for you to be all I need. All I want is for you to be all I need. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, 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 no. Mm-mm.
So good. So good.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
That was a great. That might have been one of my favorites. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
I was like into that. Into
right?
it.
You get that scrunch look on your face. Yeah.
When your face is this,
When you crinkle the nose.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
right,
That's
right.
there's a groove for sure.
I know. Yeah, you started that solo, and I was like, well, I feel inferior.
Oh yeah, and then you just come along and then belt, and yeah, no, it's all good.
We have our strengths. I don't know
So
why
what's
you
this-
Tim's we're not going to do finger curls.
Right? I didn't do. Oh, that's right. I didn't do my. See, I used to have this camera on my headstock, and I would cut to the camera on my headstock, and I would do these finger curls, like like this, like you have to pump you up, and it was just like, and I had like when you do a finger curl, right? I got a bicep. I got a little bicep right there, right? You got right, and so that's whatever that. I'll stop now.
Amazing.
That's where that came from. It's just silliness. It's just silliness.
Oh my goodness. All right, Alice, are you still here? It is time for the final song. We're gonna end it here because I need to go to sleep.
You need to go to sleep. Well, it's
1 a.m. for you?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just getting warmed up. Let's go.
Ooh, Mace is on? Black and Shadow. Wait. Wait. Did you accidentally unfollow? I'm like, there's no way that you were not following before. I would be very, very, very surprised. We are here to pump you
Right?
up.
Huff gets it.
Oh, yeah. Totally gets it. Okay. Here we go. You ready for this?
I love it already. I love it already. I wish I could jam with you.
I wish you could too. One of these days. Someday. Someday
Yep.
soon-ish. Hopefully. All right. I've been running, chasing after you. I keep coming, tracking your every move. When I find you, you better say your prayers. Call me karma, 'cause it's your curse to bear. You can talk yourself in circles, beg me for your life, but the only mercy you'll receive is from Jesus Christ. I've been running. I'm gonna tie you up on the train tracks, leave you there till your blood runs cold. I'll tie you up on the train tracks, leave you there till the reaper comes. I've been running, chasing after you. I'm not stopping till you're cold and blue. When I find you, better say your prayers, cry for help. It won't help you here. Vengeance is my master and you're his favorite toy. So keep it up, don't let me down. I mean to bring him joy. I've been running. I'm gonna tie you up on the train tracks, leave you there till your blood runs cold. I'll tie you up on the train tracks, leave you there till the reaper comes. Alright, I muted you, Charlie, so if you want to jam along, you absolutely can. We won't be able to hear you. We'll be able to see you. They arrested me on Tuesday, and I ain't done nothing wrong. They arrested me on Tuesday, but I ain't done nothing wrong. When I asked them what I'm in for, they just sing me a murder song. They sing, tie you up on the train tracks, leave you there till your blood runs cold. Tie you up on the train tracks, leave you there till the reaper comes. What are those? Are those parrots? What are my lyrics? Okay. The party parrot. Okay. Now I recognize those lyrics. I run them after all. I recognize those lyrics. I wrote them after all. But I swear it's just a story that tale couldn't get more tall. When comes. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Now we wreck it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Chicken scratch on crumpled paper. No return address. Chicken scratch on crumpled paper. No return address. Said sorry, I hurt you with trouble. I did everything you said. I tied him up on the train tracks. Left him there till he blurry go. Tied him up on the train tracks. Left him there till the reaper comes. Tied him up on the train tracks. Left him there till he's blurry go. Tied him up on the train tracks. Left him there till the reaper comes. All right, who was singing along? I know Chris was. Also, what's a bacon foot? What? We're gonna talk about this in a second when I'm done with the song, but the moral of the story, if you write a murder song, pay attention to who sings along. We do have a bacon counter in chat.
I surrender.
You surrender.
I would so love to come see a live show of yours someday. Well, like, I've seen some of your streams from pre-COVID times where you had like a full band, and which was really, really cool. But man, I would love to hear all of these originals of yours with just like the kick-assiest of bands laying it down for you, and
I
just
haven't played with a band in over
Man, oh,
a
man.
year.
that's a beautiful. Those songs. It's everything I could do. Because I know if I was to start playing, it's going to be weird because it's the lag coming back at you versus.
Well, yeah,
what,
but I had you muted, so.
I know, but man, oh man, it's like, you know, when you walk into a place and you see a live band and they're just laying down the kind of groove that you want to get in on and be a part of. That's everything you're doing tonight. Everything you're doing.
Aw.
Man, it's so good. It's so good.
Thank you.
I don't know why I'm here. This is literally like,
Because
listen,
you're
I know what I do. I'm just saying, like, hot damn, what a treat, what an honor it is for me to get to spend the nights just batting songs back and forth with you. This was,
Right back at you.
whew, man, this is a highlight for me. This was so much fun. And a lot cheaper than having to get on an airplane and fly down to Nashville.
Right?
Which, I mean, I really want to do again. I would love to do that. But man, this was the next best thing, I tell you what. So thanks for including me.
Absolutely. Thanks, Muppets, for being like, hey, get Charlie on.
For hounding you. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I
Saying,
know, until I finally was like, all right.
you're going to
how
get
do
this
I
Charlie
manage
Altshort. You ever heard of Charlie Altshort?
it?
From Scovanosha, Canada? You should get him on the show.
This has
I
been
feel like I need to go I don't know, I gotta go smoke a cigarette or something. And I don't smoke. I'm asthmatic, so I don't even I don't even know how I'm gonna get around that, but I just feel like it's either that or a cold shower. Because man, it's just like those tunes, the way you belt, and then when you think, oh, okay, man, that was great, she just belted that out, and then you dig down even more, and it's like, so I wasn't even ready, is what you're telling me. Like, I don't mean to blow smoke, but I'm just saying, like, I've enjoyed catching a lot of your streams before, but I know, this is good. It's a good thing you're indoors right now, because otherwise you wouldn't get through the door. But just to be able to kind of like directly soak in your energy here tonight, man, this was killer. I got to step up my game and get writing some songs, because I loved the approach on some of these songs that you laid down
If
tonight.
you want to write, I'm down.
Oh, man. What are you doing yesterday?
I mean, yesterday was a busy day, but I think we can work out some time in the
I'm
future.
gonna pencil that in.
as opposed
Pencil
to
that
the
in right now.
past. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So much fun. So much fun.
Very, very much. Much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fenris.
Because you're cute when you're a fanboy. Thanks, Ben.
All right.
Now I know how you feel when you come to my channel, Fen.
Bacon Foot stole it. Okay.
Oh,
you
Bacon.
gotta tell me about Bacon Foot. How did that happen?
Okay, well, so sometimes connecting the dots can be a little off the wall, right? And so we like to do lay down a little acoustic jam of Footloose, and so
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon,
And
Footloose,
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Bacon Foot.
Yep.
And so, lo and behold, right? But normally, it's not just, it looks like it's just
did you
floating in
make
the
that?
air. No, Pencils did.
Pencils.
Did this. But normally, this sits on top of my pedal board cam, which I have turned off right now, so it's just the frame.
I call it
but
my foot fetish cam.
right? There you go. And so every once in a while, when you're least expecting it, no, it's forbidden. It's forbidden.
It's forbidden.
It's Kevin Bacon.
It's verboten.
Verboten. Anyway,
Sad thing is, it only took like an hour to make.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's been, and I can't get rid of it now. I'll do the song, I'll do Footloose, and forget to turn the source on, and then people are right there, Bacon Foot. I'm like, yes, I knew I was missing something, and
Yeah.
so.
I want to make some animations for my channel too.
Hey, Pencils is the bomb for
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Maddie.
I mean, Maddie's
I was
great because
about to
Maddie.
say- Yeah.
Maddie's got the whole. He knows how to script
He's
and
like,
everything.
If you want, I'm like,
Yeah.
are you off of it?
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
I think we're good enough friends that he would actually do that for me.
You know what? I mean, obviously, I've got the gift of gab, so I have no problem talking about anything at any time. Thanks, Ask Nana. But the thing that my takeaway of having been on Twitch now for the last couple of years is how communal
Yes.
the support is amongst strangers.
Yes.
Because there's a commonality, there's a common thread, even though like you and I never heard of each other before finding each other on Twitch. But you immediately see, that there's caliber, there's something there, there's something there that drives more than just simply just playing and singing. This is you've been doing it as a profession, and doing it to craft your skills as a songwriter, especially in one of the most competitive cities in the world for songwriting.
Definitely
And-
moving to Nashville has seriously upped my songwriting game. Like, compare my songs when I first got here to the songs I've been writing now is night and day, in my opinion.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Not at all. Do you have a? Is there like a? Do you know about House of Songs?
It rings a bell, but I'm not quite sure.
I don't know if they have one in Nashville, but we've talked about it on my stream before. But Troy Campbell, yeah, I'm assuming that Troy still runs it, but Troy Campbell at the time was running a place out of Austin called the House of Songs, and it had like Austin writers paired with international artists coming in.
Oh, cool.
So and they were tapping into people like Nakia and Matt the Electrician and Amy Bobrick and some really great writers, all Austin based. But it wasn't when not just national, but artists that might have been from outside of Austin. So Nashville artists come down and write, and they stay for the 4 or 5 days. And the time that I was there, we did it, and then we took everything to Kerrville and then basically showcased all the songs that were created in this thing to Kerrville. But like House of Songs, if you get a chance to check it out, they've got there's a Canadian chapter of it, and then where it started in Austin, just outside of downtown. Man, oh man. I don't know if you've ever endeavored to host things like that where other writers come in, but man, oh man, if there was an opportunity for that to ever happen, like sign me up. I would love to be.
Definitely.
But I mean, if
I've
we
been
do
thinking of
some
having
writing, well, if we just do some writing online, like you and me over Skype or something like I'm down for that too. But just
for sure.
Oh man.
Yes.
This
Is it
tonight was
Gary
so.
or Jerry? Thank you so much for the follow.
It's Jerry. I can tell you. Yep.
Ah.
I call her Jer Bear.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Auburn Charlie songwriting collab would melt my body out of existence. Well, we like the sound of that, but we don't want that for you Muppets because
we want you to stay in existence.
we want you to stay in existence. We don't want that to happen. I got nothing left, man. This took it all from me, and this was so much fun.
Yes, let's definitely do this again.
Yeah. Congrats on doing this for as long as you've been doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having other people to keep me accountable has been a big help.
And so where do you go from here? What's who's on the next show?
Next week I have Meg Groves, aka Wolfie Starfire, who's another Twitch streamer who I actually met on Second Life originally. Oh. She's been kind of doing like a monthly thing.
That's a new name for me.
Yeah, she's fairly new to Twitch. Yeah. Songwriting workshop win. Hello, Dead Girly. Oh, I like your username.
Yeah, Dead Girly.
Of course I do. Yeah, you're in the right place already. I can tell just from your username.
Right.
Right. Yeah. No, she's been. Are you familiar at all with Second Life?
I am. I had never signed up for it or had given it a shot. So.
Yeah. Well, we play music on Second Life, and that's how I met her initially.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and now she's on Twitch.
So is Second Life something that you can do VR now, or is it like, how does it work? Like, I remember when Second Life first came out.
I bet you could do VR for it, but I just do it on my computer. But,
Gotcha.
I mean, it's a whole virtual world where everybody has an avatar and such.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we play music on there by broadcasting our audio to an internet radio station, and that URL gets put into wherever we're playing.
Sure.
Whatever venue we're playing at.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
I like that. Yeah.
I've been doing it for over a decade now.
Wow.
Yeah, they're about to celebrate 18 years? 17 years? 18? I want to say 18 years of, Second Life.
That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. I remember Second Life the same time that I remember ICQ.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Remember that was the default notification when someone would try to contact you?
Mimi also performs in Second Life. Miali Music. She's the French girl who moved to Canada that I was talking about earlier. She and I met on Second Life as well.
It's not VR enabled yet.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Why not?
Why not?
It would
After
be
all this time,
perfect for that.
I mean, it feels like that's the Second Life was like it set the bar for that sort of stuff, did it not? Like that's the predecessor that everything else was kind of based off of. I thought.
mean, I don't know. Anyways, your laptop can barely handle Second Life now, Trevor. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
We actually have quite a few people from Second Life here already. Mimi and Chris, the poop shooter. Poop Chris Poop.
Deadly great name.
Right. Huff-hearted. That's him. We met on Second Life, and he found me on Twitch too. So that's been pretty cool.
Hey, have you stayed friends with anyone that you met on MySpace?
I don't know that I met anybody on MySpace.
Yeah.
No, I think mostly it was already people that I already knew in person on there. I don't think I had actually met anybody on MySpace. Except for the girl that
Tom.
one of my
Oh,
exes
sorry.
cheated on me with. But
Oh,
that's,
hey.
yeah. It's because I found her MySpace and she had like a blog post about him, and I'm like, I need to talk.
We got to have a little conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Frankie and Vinny, and we're gonna come down there, and we're just gonna have a little cordial conversation. That's all. With your kneecaps.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anyways.
Hey, you know what? Before we wrap up, I'm wanting to ask all stream the little parlor guitar that's hanging up on the wall behind you. Is that a uke or is that a?
It's a ukulele. Hold on a second.
I've never heard of that.
It's a ukulele-sized guitar, essentially.
Oh.
It's got nylon strings,
Ooh, beautiful.
but it has 6 strings. So it's basically tuned like a guitar on the 5th fret with a, So you can do guitar chords, but it sounds like a ukulele.
I love that.
And it's still in tune. I'm actually really impressed. I have not tuned this in a long time.
Holy smokes, that's really.
Yeah. Oh, this would be great to play. .knots, because 15 knots is already in the key that
Right.
it needs to be. Oh, hold on. My chair frequently tries to steal my earbuds
Oh yeah.
out of my ears. Very exotic sounding. I should break it out more often.
I was tempted to ask about that earlier.
Yeah, they couldn't see it on stream because it's over in the corner over here.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, right, because it's a different angle for the stream. Yeah.
Right.
So is that? Who makes that? Is that? It looks like a Yamaha headstock. Is that Yamaha? I can't see. It's a little pixelated on the. Yeah, it won't focus.
Hold on. It is Yamaha, actually, because I'm comparing the logo. It is Yamaha.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. I kind of recognized the headstock.
Yeah,
So that's beautiful.
I didn't know what a Yamaha headstock looks like, but I know what the logo looks like because I've got a Yamaha mixer and a Yamaha keyboard.
Right.
So
isn't that weird?
logo.
I recognized the logo because I've got a Yamaha 4-wheeler and a Yamaha snowmobile and a Yamaha. Like, isn't it weird that Yamaha
has so much other
makes musical instruments and all-terrain vehicles in the same? That's their thing.
Amazing.
I don't know any. I'm waiting for a Fender.
I have not seen Charlie's new shiny bass.
I'm waiting for a Fender Strata Jeep or something like that to come out.
Fender Strategy. I need to
Yes,
get a bass guitar. I need a bass.
This is my bass. Slap it a bass.
Shiny.
Yeah, it's literally brand new. Like I just took the plastic off it like 72 hours ago.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm really in
I
love.
want a bass. I want to learn bass.
Do you mess around much with Yamaha? I saw Yamaha in chat there from Yale Music. Do you mess around with Nashville tuning on guitar when you write at all?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I'm usually in standard tuning or drop D,
Yeah, yeah.
but I mean, I haven't really branched out so much in alternate tunings.
I haven't tried it a whole lot myself, but I always like I always really enjoy the sound of a really high strung acoustic and I was just curious with some of the guitars that you have there. Do you mess around with that to try to get the sound that you're looking for, or maybe
Not
you know
so
have
far,
it
but
have
I
it sort of
definitely-
influence the writing maybe?
Yeah, I definitely will in the future. I know that I will because I know myself.
Sure.
And like, you know, you get stuck sometimes in the finger positions that you're used to and that you know and that you're comfortable with. And sometimes an alternate tuning or switching to an instrument that you're not necessarily as comfortable writing on will help bring out a whole different side.
Of course.
Black and Shadow.
I with that bass, like I'm not a bassist, and that's the thing I'm trying to rewire my brain a little bit is because you know I'm trying to not be a guitar player playing a bass
Right.
when I'm thinking of bass lines, and so I've found that's been interesting right now is try to you know let's not play every note on the fretboard. Let's just, you know, let's play the things that support the rhythm and punctuate the chords here and there. And so I'm still trying to kind of flip my brain about that when I grab the bass. Otherwise, I just want to like, and it's like, well, that's not at all what the bass line would ever do. You know, so I'm trying to like keep myself from getting ahead, you know, trying to get out of my own way when I pick up that bass, but. I've been enjoying it because you know I started when the pandemic hit last year. My bassist here in town was like, "Hey, can I borrow a bass and just mess around?" And so that's kind of how I got down that rabbit hole a little bit. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's great because you know, as you heard when some of the stuff I was doing tonight, I was looping a little bit, and so just to have that a little added element when I'm doing the things to try to feel it, it's fun. It's good. I like it.
Yeah. I want it for similar reasons. I want a bass. That's going to be one of my next investments, I think.
Yeah. And what about piano? Do you play piano?
A little bit, yeah. I've got a keyboard.
Yeah.
It's I've had this keyboard since I was like 11, so it's old.
Yeah.
And it's not super big, but it's got a lot of buttons.
Sure.
And they do a lot of things. And it works for, you know, what I'm doing, I guess, for the most part.
Yeah, right.
I would like something that is at least slightly weighted. Would be nice.
Just to have that real kind of more natural playing feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with a upright piano. Like a real
Sure.
piano. And every time now that I touch a keyboard or piano, I'm like, oh, this is how
Right.
it feels like again. Yeah.
I always had a love-hate relationship with piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
piano was my first instrument too, and I basically took lessons as soon as I could reach the keys through college even. And like I feel
Right.
like I still don't play that great. I'm getting better because I'm also, you know, I've been doing a little bit of practice. But yeah, I understand kind of a love-hate relationship with
Yeah.
the piano. I understand. But also I do want to get better at it because I think it is a lovely instrument.
Do you find when you're writing, do you find like do you go to the piano for actual writing or do you stick more on guitar?
when I can't find something new and interesting on the guitar, I do go to the piano.
Yeah, right.
Because especially certain things just kind of sound like they should be on a piano, or
Right.
or if I like can't figure out what chords actually sound good on the guitar for the particular melody line that I have already, then going to the piano, I can try a lot of different things just with like a grid in front of me, essentially, instead of a guitar where you can play a billion different things in a billion different places.
Exactly. Yeah, I was having that conversation with someone just like a week ago about that, because there's only one out of the whole keyboard. There's only one note that produces that one pitch.
Yep.
But on a guitar, for instance, you can play that same pitch in like 3 or 4 different places along the.
Yep.
And so, which should make it easier for me to get my head around playing piano. But like I said, it was always,
Yeah.
it was beyond my grasp. So I had moved on to other instruments.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
my dear,
I think it's time. Thank you.
this was a
much.
blast. Yeah, thanks for
Absolute
inviting me.
blast.
It's great to
Yes.
meet your community. Thanks for
Yes.
sharing your community with me tonight.
Thank you for bringing your community too. I appreciate you
Indeed.
guys hanging out with us. This has been an absolute blast. My phone is telling me to sleep well. I will.
I will, very much so.
I will. Is Mace still on? Is he doing stuff? Or is there somebody else that we want to raid? Let me take a look at who is on right now. Yep. Mace is
Taylor
still on.
Fenn says Mace is still on.
Yes, he is. So let's go say hi to Mace. Because I feel like he's not on that often when we are. So let's do it.
Enchanté. À bientôt.
A bientôt. Jim Beam is not vodka. That is correct. Kelsey, love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us on Twitch too. It's so good to see you over here. She's moved. She's converted. We've converted her.
Right.
Now we need to get Alice.
Alice, what are you doing over there?
I know.
Come over here. We won't tell anyone.
We've got cookies.
You never said that.
I said it now.
You had whiskey and cookies? Ah!
There's a little bit of ice cream in the freezer. Yes, I've been converted. Perfect. All right, you guys. Trevor, you got the raid? Yep. Trevor's got the raid started. Au revoir.
Good night, everybody. Thanks again.
Bonne nuit. Et yeah. À bientôt. Cornflakes. I do not have any cornflakes. I do like cereal though. Peace and love. I will see a lot of you tomorrow. Hopefully.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.